Four hands trying to grab us non-consensually? Nah, dude. This week on The Hapless Heroes.
Felix, come up with a plan already.
Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening. We're going to start this evening like I start all the rest by me not going off on wacky tangents and just introing our party. And I will start eeny, meeny, miny to my left with James as Hoblet the Smasher.
Good evening, friendos.
To his left we have Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
Always at my service.
To his left, we have Nicole as Boris the Butcher.
Hi there.
To her left, we have John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
Prepare to die, demon.
And to his left, we have Francesco as the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom.
That's the plan.
And as we left off, we were mid-combat. We just hit the top of initiative. Let's see. Stevedore, I believe, has met his somewhat ignominious end in this combat. At least I think that's what happened. I vaguely remember it, and I don't have HP written for him.
We could have been friends, Stevedore, but you chose violence.
I mean, we also chose violence, but
we chose talking first. We did choose talking. I chose talking first.
Hoblet always chooses violence.
Usually where we end up anyways.
I think you were mad a couple episodes back that we didn't just choose violence.
Yeah.
We
ended up there anyways.
We can posturize all we want about like how we always end up here, but it's because most of the time y'all never fucking try any other option first.
Because it always backfires and we end up losing a Hedrick.
You can't always make an assumption like that.
It always works out that way.
It's a dangerous assumption.
Boys.
Oh yeah, I wrote down that I smashed his head out of his ass.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This notebook is probably going to be even spicier than the last one.
Oh yeah.
There's some gems in here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even I'm looking at some of this shit. I'm like,
Hoblet's Journal 2.0.
Jarrell is divine senseless.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, I guess we are in a fight, so we probably should put our heads back in the game, huh?
All right, yeah.
Fucking rage.
We can rein this back in just a tad bit. So just as a sort of outline of what's going on in the room. To the west, about 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 feet or so, to the west is Garthax himself, although he's sort of melded into all this icky black goopness into the walls, and four hands have sprung forth from it that are out and about in the room. And then, let's see.
Did you mention the Sickening Radiance yet?
We were getting to the Sickening Radiance as we work our way out. Yet we have the corpse of Stevedore just inside the Sickening Radiance, which arcs out in a radius of, what was it, about 30 feet, I believe, from where it was planted?
Yep, which is like against the wall, right? Or essentially like where Garthax was.
Yes.
So that he was fully enveloped in that, since it seems like he's attached to, like in place at least, in the room with those like arms and shit flinging out. So I figured, cool, he's stuck in that shit. So he gets to start his turn there and roll saves every time. Kind of sucks for everybody else who wants to go in and smash him, but we'll deal with that today.
Yep. So we have the edge of the Sickening Radiance, and just outside, we've got Hoblet in the center. To his left, we have Quinn. To his right, we have Jarrell. And about 5 feet behind, we have Boris. And then a Felix, another, 25 feet back from there. So just as a bit of a distance recap, we got about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, about 90 feet between Garthax and Felix, with everybody about in between.
Okay.
More
we're
or
at the
less.
top.
Yes, we are at the top of initiative with Quinn. There are 4 hands. They are all inside the radius of this sickening radiance. I am not going to trip over that at all tonight.
That radius.
No, you
that
navigated it the
radiance.
first time.
Radiant radius.
Was I in mirror image during this battle or no?
Yes.
Right.
Wait.
Okay.
Yes,
So I already have.
Yes.
You were.
Yes,
Right,
Mort,
okay.
you were.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
So-
we dubbed it the Mort opener, or I did, and I'm
Yes.
determined to make it stick.
Yes.
I had it and I used it. It is what it is. Okay. So I'm actually going to pull out my short bow and see what I can do to hand number 1. I can see them, right? I can see all 4.
Yes. So how are you determining hand number 1? Just
don't know.
left to right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the
leftmost-
furthest, the furthest left is you are to the left of.
the left-hand hand.
Yeah,
The
we're going
left-hand
to. I had said Garthax was to the west. I'm just going to rotate this 90 degrees so he's to the back of the room where you guys are towards the front of it now.
That simplifies things.
Yeah. So yes,
Uh,
Garthax hand number 1 would be off to the left, and it is about 5, 10, 15, 20. That's going to be about 25 feet off diagonally to your left and to the front.
That's going to end up being a 23. No, sorry. I take that back. 18.
Yeah, an 18. As that's an attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, spicy.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's right. Math. I don't know. I don't know
Yikes.
why I can't do it today.
Crap.
Well, that's good to know because let's say everybody kind of sees my really awesome shot and it doesn't do a fracking
And it
thing.
wasn't that awesome.
It was pretty awesome. So I'm going to John has
Who?
sorry, Jarrell has
Bardic
inspiration already, and I think Hoblet does 2 already.
Yes.
So I think I did 2 rounds. So I'm just gonna hold off because I've already used 2, and I think I only have 2 more. So I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
That's
just
a D8.
hold off. D8.
Yes.
Yep. Because they both still have theirs, and I can't stack them anyway. So I'm gonna hold off and kind of see what Felix is gonna do, and then maybe give him the next round. Okay. So that's it. That's all I do.
Okay. And that is the end of Quinn's turn. We are now on to Felix, who is the furthest back behind the party.
Okay. So I'm already concentrating on the sickening radiance.
Sick.
So while that's, while I'm concentrating on that, I can still do this spell. So using the Mystic Arcanum, which allows me to cast once per long rest, like spells above 5th level, right? I have 1 in each, like 1 6th, 1 7th. I'm going to cast my 7th level spell for the day. And similar to how Hedrick performed this before he was snatched away, this is in dedication to him, you're going to see several motes of light appear and orbit my head. There's 7 of them. And so there's just this orbit of them. This requires no concentration. They last for an hour. I can use a bonus action to send one of these motes streaking towards a creature and make a ranged spell attack. And if it hits, they take 4d12 radiant. So I, as an action, cast Crown of Stars. 7 motes of light, start orbiting my head. As long as I have 4 more motes remaining, they also shed bright light on 30 feet, and then dim light for an additional 30, kind of like the light spell. And I'm going to use a bonus action to fling one of those motes at Garthax himself.
Okay. 1 mote at Garthax himself, you say.
Yep, ranged attack, ranged spell attacks, so d20 plus 11? Oh, no.
Happened, didn't
That
it?
was a really devilish laugh.
Yeah, because I know what it was.
Oh, no.
You have no way to fix that, do you?
Pretty sure it's out of 20, right?
I mean, plus 11, that's 12.
12 minus 11.
Math.
We call that au naturel, baby.
Oh no, audience! Sorry, we lost the audio. Hey, Dave, I'm making my attack roll. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck.
Yeah. Let's see. It is a magical attack, and from way back behind, let's roll.
Just shrieking a bolt of light. One of these.
Shrieking a bolt of light right through
Jesus
a
Christ.
crowd that is between.
Yeah,
and
you
Garthak.
dipshit. Thunderbolt of lightning, very, very frightening.
Mamma
All
mia,
right.
mamma mia.
Just tell me what bad thing happens, Dave.
So let's see. That is going to hit Jarrell for your 4d12 radiant damage.
Boom.
Does Jarrell not take radiant damage because he's holy?
No, I totally take radiant damage.
Yep, right in the back.
John, I really hope I suck at rolling here too.
I was really hoping he would pick somebody else so I could use my protection fighting style, but nope.
Oh, John.
Mm-hmm.
31 radiant damage.
Jeez.
Oh,
I hadn't taken damage this
hate it!
entire time. This entire time, no damage for Jarrell, and then... Yep.
I was distracted by the screaming hands. I'm sorry, Jarrell. I didn't mean it. It was not intended for you. Oh, no. Felix looks the most embarrassed he's ever been. If it weren't for the fact that I can consistently change the tone of my skin, my cheeks would be bright red right now. But I'm actively polymorphing that away.
I'm pretty sure Jarrell's cheeks are bright red right now. Because you just shot him in the back.
Well, that sucks. That's my turn.
Yep, that it is, unless you've got any moving or bonus actionizing.
That was the bonus action. Just send one of those motes streaking out towards this motherfucker. So...
Oh, yeah. Oh, 'cause your active action was to create it. Okay.
We're done.
All right, you stay where you are. We are on to Boris.
All right. Where are the other three hands right now?
So the hands are sort of equally spread out. Where you've got hand number one, the furthest on the left, is about 25 feet diagonal to the left of Hoblet in front of you. Likewise, hand number 4 is about 20 feet diagonal to the right in front of you. Hands 2 and 3 are each about, between 5 and 10 feet to the left and right, just outside of traditional melee range from Hoblet, Quinn, and Jarrell.
This guy's the fucking Goro of dark magic.
All right, Boris is going to shoot her hand crossbow at Garthax himself then.
All right.
Is he a separate entity from the hands right now?
You haven't got a specific clue about that.
Right. I mean, they are attached to him in general, but I mean, if
They're
they are
coming
just
from the wall.
even if they're just an extension of Garthax, if one of those gets close, you can smash the hands instead and see what happens.
Okay.
If this I'm gonna say as quickly, if this radiance is more of a problem than it is helping, I can just dispel it. So just give the word.
I'm rolling at disadvantage for my distance anyway, so that would be a 22 on my hand crossbow.
A 22.
Oh, I didn't realize that the range was so short on those.
It's 3120, right?
Oh.
So I'd be shooting at the 120. So, but 22 is my, disadvantage shot with that. So, thank you, dice.
22 will not do it against Garthak's proper.
Holy shit! Shoot the hands.
Dude.
Boris, seeing her crossbow bolt go, veering off in the wrong direction, goes, "Aye!" and hides behind the hand number 2.
Wait, hides behind it? Don't enter the radiance.
Is hand number 2 in the radiance? That one's only like 5 feet away from
All 4
us.
are in the radiance. The radiance is literally right in front of Hoblet.
Okay. Hides behind Hoblet.
Okay, so right where you were.
Now, I think it's important to clarify that your shot didn't miss. It's just its skin or so whatever is too strong. Same thing with Mike. Like you, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it could.
assuming my bolt, like, bounce off or whatever.
Right, exactly.
Right.
The attack fails in some way, whether you missed or whether you just glanced off of him painlessly. Right, is really just up for flavor interpretation. Right.
Yes.
The important thing here is that it did not do any damage.
Right.
For the record, because I should be more descriptive, this is a radio show. The crossbow bolt clanks almost with a hollow clunk, almost as if hitting like a wood or a bone kind of armor off of his right shoulder. And zings off into the distance.
That's it. That's all I'm doing on my turn. That's
All right.
it's just hiding there.
That is Boris, and we are on to our enemies here.
Start of the turn, make a con save, please.
All right. I have been making a unified con save for that.
So yeah, DC 19 is the one to beat.
And it does not beat a 19.
Yay.
So that would be 25 radiant damage. And
25.
if it's able to be, it suffers 1 level of exhaustion.
Yep. It is condition immune to exhaustion.
Okay, so then just the radiant damage then.
Garthax takes 25 radiant damage. Straight up, no resistances or immunities or anything. No bonuses either. But does not take the exhaustion as he is condition immune.
It's cool. He can do his turn now, I guess.
Well, I'm glad we have permission. So, let's take a look here. Okay. So, with all 4 of these, alright. Use the roar first, and that's going to be from hand number 2. And everyone make a DC 15 wisdom save.
Or
Everyone.
what?
Everyone?
Yes, everyone.
Or what?
Or, I'm sorry, everyone within 60 feet of hand number 2.
Because you said it's a roar, right?
Yes.
Is it going to be anything to do with frightened?
Yep, there is a frightened condition attached to that, so...
Because we
can
cannot
just-
be frightened.
Well, you cannot be frightened.
Oh, no one near me can be frightened.
In what kind of radius?
Hold on, let me make sure.
I'm right next to
Aura
you.
of Courage is a 10-foot aura. Nobody can be frightened in my 10-foot aura.
So
Okay,
everyone
Felix.
but me. And
Are you 60 feet away from
Am
it?
I 60 feet away from this hand?
You are less than 60 feet away from this hand. You are
Fuck.
more than 60 feet away from Garthax.
Fuck
But
this
this one, hand number 2, is about 6 feet away from Hoblet, who is about 30 feet in front of you.
Does it do damage to us even if we can't be frightened?
It does do damage, and
Okay.
we'll roll that.
Okay, and then everybody add a plus, what, 3 to your roll?
It's
Plus
whatever
4.
your- Plus 4 to... And what's the radius on your aura of protection for that?
10 feet.
Okay, so I do not add that. And what save again? One more time, Dave?
That is a wisdom save at DC 15.
Oh, thanks for letting me know. Cool. Well, that's a 19 on the die.
Okay. Well, yeah.
That's a 19 on the die.
An unnatural 20.
But
19.
everybody also takes 5 thunder damage.
Even if we passed, that blows.
Yes.
Okay.
And
okay.
we get +4 because of Drell.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm at unnatural 20.
Yeah.
So just the damage then. Because it would only be damage for you guys anyways. Really, I'm the only one who was at risk of being frightened.
I don't even know
Yeah.
if my damage is accurate. Okay. there we go. I don't think I ever really take damage ever.
You didn't step on a Lego.
Brick of
Did I?
torture.
I can't remember.
How's everybody doing on hit points?
I was
I'm
doing
good.
great until Felix shot me in the ass.
I'm doing fine.
I've got a solid half of my hit points.
Yeah, majority.
I'm feeling
All right.
like, okay, on a scale of like 0 to 97, I'm feeling about a 92.
Okay. Oddly specific.
So like a 94%.
Ish.
Around
I mean,
there.
he
somewhere.
said
More or
about.
less.
So, right.
93.4.
Right.
So we still
Round
have
down.
3 hands to go through. 2 of those, we're going to start with hand number 1, which is going to dart up close to Quinn, open its mouth, and shout very close in a quick sonic blast. "Ah!"
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we established last episode that it kind of sounds like the Howard Dean, like, "Pyaw!"
Those halcyon days when such passed for scandal.
Simpler times.
So, okay. So he yells at me?
Yes, a yells,
How do you feel about yourself?
and you take a, let's see, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
+4.
Bad breath.
So that's a 19.
All right, so that does succeed. You take you avoid being deafened, but you're going to take half damage on 66.
66! It's never gonna get old. It's just like 11 o'clock in the afternoon or any of the other bullshit.
12d4.
Is that considered considered a spell? Right?
We are going to consider that an attack.
Yeah, it's like an ability.
Oh.
All right, so yep.
So
take-
my Mage Slayer does not come into power.
That is
Well,
correct.
what does Mage Slayer say exactly?
When a creature is within 5 feet of you and casts a spell,
Okay.
you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack. So if it's not considered a spell, then it doesn't count.
Okay.
I was pretty sure that's what it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. And that's also, is that considered a melee attack then?
No, it is a ranged
ability.
attack.
Or a
Oh.
range check or an ability or something like that, right?
Its text begins with one creature within 30 feet. That
I'm trying to fucking do shit.
So that 6d6 plus 2 became 28. And that is thunder damage. Oh, I'm sorry, we're cutting that in half. So that is not 28, that is 14.
I was like, wow, that was a really good roll. 66.
Oh, I
It
thought
was- it was
I
a
thought it was
reasonably-
66.
It was a reasonably good roll on 66.
So I'm taking 14, right?
That is correct. Excuse me. That is correct.
I'm a little more damaged now, Hop.
Okay.
And
I'm still about
additionally-
50% off, so okay.
Excuse me. Additionally, all other creatures within 20 feet of that, which would be Hoblet, Boris, and Jarrell, take a 1d6 plus 2 thunder damage, which comes out to 8 thunder damage.
Oh, so you rolled a 6.
Did indeed. And hand number 3, after that, is going to come up to Jarrell and do the same attack. So that is going to be a Constitution saving throw for Jarrell.
I can't use inspiration for this, can I?
On a saving throw? Yeah,
Yeah.
you can add it to any d20 roll.
Okay.
The Bardic Inspiration.
God damn it.
If it's really low, you shouldn't even use it. Just hold on.
Well, it was close enough where it might have saved, but there's no way I'm saving with an 11.
That is correct. An 11 will not do it. So that is going to have you taking the full 23 thunder damage.
You know?
And you now have the deafened condition.
Oh shit. Jarrell's deaf?
He's dead?
What does that mean?
Cannot hear and automatically fails any ability check that requires hearing.
You know?
So yes, some really loud ringing going on in your ears that
Merp.
Yes.
Wow.
And everyone else is taking that D6 plus 2 thunder damage.
Including me?
Everybody else up there, I'm sorry, not including Felix. And this time it is 5 thunder damage to all.
Wait a minute. Again?
Mhm.
Yes. Because anybody within 20 feet of the person who was hit by that sonic blast takes additional thunder splash damage.
I didn't realize thunder splashed.
It does in this case. Maybe y'all need to spread out. I don't know. It's kind of crazy because it's like there's some benefits and then there's some really bad things that happen with that.
Yeah, I'm staying near
All
Jarrell.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, let's see.
I
Head
can take 5 damage.
Head 4 was not involved in this and will dart in toward Hoblet.
Head
And-
4 or hand 4?
Hands.
I was gonna say this motherfucker's got 4 heads.
Not those two.
Head the verb.
Oh.
A quick strike toward Hoblet and will make a bite attack.
I will use
Aw.
my protection fighting style to put that at disadvantage.
Tough.
I'm staying near Jarrell.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's a 7 plus 12, 19 against armor class.
I think he's got a 20.
No, it's 20.
Oh, okay. Then it bounces harmlessly off your armor.
Damn shibby.
Shibby? That's a new one. Is that some sort of dwarf thing that I'm too not a dwarf to understand?
Yeah, it's from a couple hundred years ago.
It was all the rage back then.
All the rage. If I knew what year it was now, I could make a year joke, but it'd all be irrelevant.
It had caught on with the youth of Uhl as well.
Mm-hmm. Ah. There it
Except
is.
they were
I'm
all-
pointing
they
at
were-
you.
Except
like
they're all
most-
undead now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if they're still shibby in the afterlife.
we'll find out. Someday.
Someone
That'd be
write it
great.
down.
Shibby in the afterlife. That'd be a great name for the band.
Yeah, that's a really good
Yeah.
That would
name.
be a great name for the band.
All right. So that is the end of their turn. The hands will retract back to their previous positions, back in the sickening radiance.
Now, out of curiosity, did they exit the radiance and then re-enter it, or were they technically always in it since they're attached?
I would say they were always in it. Only little appendages of them exited the radiance in making their attack. And honestly, that was only with the one making the bite attack anyway. The others were making their attack still from range inside there.
Okay.
Does
that's
that
really-
one does that
Is
one
it-
retreating not have an Oppie attack?
Ooh, that is a great question. It did use its movement to move away from Hoblet.
Yeah, it didn't disengage, so I will grant the Oppie attack.
Is it just
I
Hoblet
know.
that's getting it?
Yes,
Because I
it would
was
be
just
only
protecting him with my shield.
It's Hoblet.
Yes, unless that particular move conferred the Oppie attack on you as well.
And then not unless
think-
he was also right next to it.
Yeah, I feel like, he was within 5 feet of Hoblet, but
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Erner!
Really? Is that
all right.
is that a
That's
one?
a 1.
Don't
That's
hit
a
me
one.
too.
No. He whiffs on the attack, however, and Trixie slips from his fingers and clatters about 10 feet in front of him.
Into the radiance! Oh, shit!
Uh-oh.
And after that, since that's the end of the enemy's turn, it is now Jarrell's turn.
Jarrell turns to Hoblet. Well, this isn't going well. Hey, Hoblet, have you ever seen one of these? And Jarrell reaches into his pocket and pulls out an Omnibomb. And we
What is that?
decided that I am able to heave these motherfuckers 60 feet.
Shot put them.
Yeah. Jarrell is going to arm it for 10 seconds and shot put it right in there, right up to Garthax. Dave
All
is
right.
still blinking at me.
No. I'm just doing the math on how long a combat round is, because I believe it's 6 seconds.
Yep. So it's going to go a round and a half before we find out what happens. And then before I end my turn, I will use Turn the Tide. And let's see, what do we all get back? I think it's just a D6 plus my charisma. Yep. So I'll get back 7 health. Well, hold on. It might not be everybody. Because Felix is still far away.
I'm 25 feet away from you. Relax.
Okay, good. It's 30 feet. It is 30 feet. I had to make sure because a lot of my stuff's 10 feet right now, or 15 feet.
Right. Okay, good. Well, that's I'm back to full. I'm feeling 97 out of 97 now. A perfect 97.
Perfect 97. 7 out of 5.
7 out of 10 with rice.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 5 out of 7. All right. So, Jarrell, is there anything else? Any other movement or bonus actions going on for your turn?
Nope. I already did pretty much all I could do. I did pretty much all my actions, reactions, bonus actions. Now I just get a reaction again if I need it.
Fantastic. All right, Hoblet, it is now your turn. Trixie is 10 feet in front of you in the sickening radiance.
Which I can't dispel till my turn, bud. But you have other weapons on you.
So what happens if I go in there?
You make a con save. And
if you're still 10 feet from me, you can add +4 to that.
If you fail it, though, you take radiant damage and suffer a level of exhaustion, which is no bueno.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think about what Hoblet would do. I know what I would do.
Of course, but those are what the effects are.
Okay, fine.
Only if you fail to save.
Yeah, I will fail to save. I have every intention of failing that save.
Why would you intend to fail it?
Don't you have good constitution?
+2.
Oh, that's it?
You don't have a bonus to con saves? Oh, no, cleric, not fighter.
All those times you got wasted, you haven't built up a constitution?
You just got lucky.
Yep. Now here's the thing. Trixie is 11.18 feet away from Jarrell.
You're a piece of shit, Dave.
That might be a little bit harsh, but
I did the math. That is A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Are they all the hands within 10 feet of each other?
They are not. In fact, no hand is within 10 feet of any other hand.
A 20-foot radius is a 40-foot diameter, correct?
That is correct.
Yes,
Math.
You know your geometry. Good job.
Okay. How many could I get if I had 20-foot diameter, Dave?
20-foot diameter or 40-foot diameter?
Well, both.
A 20-foot diameter, a 10-foot radius could get any 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, or 3, 4. A 40-foot diameter could get you 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4.
All right, then fuck it. I'm hoping I can keep us. I can keep us out of that. Right?
Yeah, there's enough space to work with.
If you center it on
Garthax or whatever, yeah.
Even they're way ahead of Garthax, but there's all kinds of circles you could do to make it not intersect pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, he told you essentially which ones you could affect and not affect us.
Yes.
We'll
so I am. Yep, got one more slot there. I'm going to cast another insect plague at 5th level. It is a 20-foot radius. They need to make a con save.
Con saves everywhere.
The spell actually reads that they're fleas, doesn't it? I remember you read it last time.
They were fleas because we were fighting dogs.
He ad-libbed that part in.
Okay. Because when you read it, it also said fleas. You said
this
please.
time. Well,
Are
I
they
suppose.
bees?
Well, it doesn't matter. The save half, so they're taking damage.
Not the
regardless.
bees.
Bees.
No, because it's their hands, and this always annoys the shit out of me. It's low key annoying, but it probably won't kill them. So, it's gonna be a swarm of mosquitoes, and they're just gonna be buzzing and biting everywhere at the hand.
I
Trying to
see.
slap
Oh
the
yeah, mosquito
mosquitoes
bites
off.
on the hand are the worst.
Yeah, but your hand just itches, and then you have to itch it with the other hand. Both your hands are occupied. You can't just scratch. 2 hands scratching. It's no
You,
fun.
you haven't mastered the rubbing against your jeans?
I don't wear. I wear sweatpants too often. So
when has
yeah.
anyone ever seen James wearing jeans and not sweatpants?
Good point.
Mm,
I don't know if it's
If
ever
you
happened.
did.
I've seen him in
Are.
dress pants.
Yeah,
Right.
Same.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Sweat or no pants. Yeah. So con
saves.
save. Con saves.
All right.
Which
so
which
there
ones are
is-
you? Which ones are you affecting? One was it? You said
Uh,
1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, right? Is that
I
what you said?
I will affect 1, 2, and 3. The ones
Right.
in front of Quinn.
1, 2, 3, and that circle radius would. Yeah, it would also miss Garthax proper, but just barely. But it all still makes a unified Constitution saving throw.
And what's crazy is that when they start their turn, Sickening Radiance affects it, and then when they end their turn in the area of effect, then the Insect Plague affects it. So we have 2 simultaneous effects triggering on separate parts of the enemy's turn, because
Yes.
Insect Plague stays there.
Now, so let's see, that is 8, 6 is only going to be a 14. So what am I trying to beat with that saving throw?
Higher than a 14.
Higher than a 14.
17.
Yeah, 17.
All right, so that doesn't. Now, I have a question about those insects. Are they physically present, or are they?
Yes. So what I probably should have read the last time I cast this is the area is lightly obscured and the sphere's area is difficult terrain. So it's like hard to walk through because there's so many bugs.
So they're using extra movement. They're using twice their movement now to move through the bugs.
Yes.
Right.
So is that that was the only save that you had to make there? Just one roll? They don't all get to roll?
No, it's a unified saving throw.
Okay. 4d10. Oh! That natural 1 might have been a natural 1, but this is about as good as it gets. I got a 10, a 9, an 8, and a 7.
Woo!
So 19 and 15 is 34.
34. Of what kind of damage?
Piercing.
Piercing, but that is magical piercing.
It would be magical piercing.
All right, so that takes the 34. I have a ruling in my future as to whether or not these insects are going to be affected by sickening radiance.
Ooh. Ooh. My insects are ripe. They're good.
Yeah, to say they physically exist.
They do. They're there.
They may take damage. However, rules as written on that plague of insects almost certainly doesn't give them any kind of hit points or anything, does it?
No.
It's just
It's
a
a
magical area
concentration.
effect, yeah.
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 If Hoblet takes damage, he has to roll a save to maintain concentration, but that's it.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, they're
So-
magical insects, so they might not really be there. They might be there, but not there.
Yeah, we're going to say that they don't take the sickening radiance damage, but I feel like I wouldn't have flipped out if a DM had used it on me and said, hey, yeah, they're going to take damage, you know?
For sure, because I mean, they technically they're there.
DM discretion, as they say.
Yeah, I guess so.
Take some bites, you bastards.
All right, so you do cast that. Now, do you do any movement or make any attempts at retrieving Trixie?
He wouldn't even.
No, because you know what? No, because I feel like that's irresponsible, and I know that Felix can just end the spell if he wants to, or maybe move it for a turn and then move it back.
I can't move
No.
it. So it's either it's there or it's not.
And it's Trixie's how many feet away from me?
11.
8.
Yeah, well, 10
No,
feet,
it's
10 feet from Hoblet, 11.18 feet from Jarrell.
so I could get in there, pick it up, and get out, right? With my 25 feet of movement.
Yes, but as soon as you enter the spell's area of effect, you make the save.
And you still take
And
damage either way.
Do I still
No.
have
Oh, okay.
the D8 from Mike?
You haven't used it.
Right,
Who?
right?
From who?
It's a DC 19.
From Quinn.
Yeah, the DC. My spell save DC is 19, brother.
Like, you better roll good if you're going to do that.
Well, I can't not have her. I'm gonna run out of spell slots. Like, I'm gonna eventually have to get it. Are you gonna? I can't metagame and be like, "Hey, Felix, are you gonna fucking shut the shit down?"
I said, say the word if you need me to dispel it.
Yeah, but I feel like it's advantageous to have it.
Okay, well
is.
then you tell me when it stops being advantageous, and I'll dispel it. Until then, it stays.
It's not advantageous because Trixie's in there.
Okay. So are you saying that I should dispel it?
No, because it sounds like it's advantageous.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. She'd do it for me. I'm going in.
She'd do it for me, he says about his inanimate object.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead and roll the D8.
Make a Constitution save. You did this though. You chose this. I just want you to know.
Is it poison?
No, it's radiant.
Yeah, I didn't pass. I didn't pass.
You fucking idiot. Okay, hold on.
Well, wait. So hold on a minute. Do I get in? Do I get Trixie? And do I get out?
You
And
can do
then
all of those things, but then
Okay.
You're
you
still going to take this
but you
damage
take the
and be
damage.
exhausted.
and now
Okay,
have one level of exhaustion.
What does that mean?
Well, let's see. Exhaustion. I have a thing. It says it here. Level 1 of exhaustion. Disadvantage on all ability checks.
Okay.
This lasts until you take a long rest.
I mean, I'm basically at disadvantage on everything anyway. So
Only ability checks, not saving throws or attack rolls, but any ability check you make is made at disadvantage because you are one level of exhaustion. And you also take, oh, Jesus Christ, why am I rolling high when it's my friends? 26 radiant damage.
it's not good.
You made this decision.
You have Trixie now.
Life's okay. I can heal myself.
Yeah, and all right, we still have a sickening radiance problem you've got to deal with later.
Yeah,
Yeah, I might
it's
just back
but
up
he-
a little bit.
But yeah, he went in, grabbed it, and left. So it's done now. But like,
Oh,
yeah,
I think
all
what
the
he's saying
hands
is
are all the hands are in the radiance. Exactly. What the hell are you gonna
Yeah.
hit? Except
Maybe
for
they
reactions.
hit you.
Right. We'll see.
We'll find out.
Okay, and if that's Howlet, we are back to the top of initiative with Quinn.
I'm going to cast Shatter. We're going to see if that does anything. Okay, so I'm going to cast it like 10-ish feet behind the hands.
I was gonna say you can hit. I think we established a 20-foot radius can hit 2 hands.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a 10-foot radius can hit 2 hands because it's a 20-foot diameter.
Yes.
So we'll put it, I guess, in the center.
Of
Well, so 10 feet behind, well, let's say like 8 feet behind the hands center. So we're going to hit hands 2 and 3. Hands 2 and 3, yeah.
2, 3. Okay.
So they have to do a Constitution saving throw.
All right. They will make a standard Constitution saving throw.
all right, you know what? It's time for the con hex. I got 1 spell slot left.
It is going to come up, let's see, a 12 plus 6, 18.
So that's still half damage.
So it's going to be 3d8 thunder damage. So 15 divided by 2 is 7.
Yep, because it gets rounded down.
Rounded down, and then has a damage resistance to thunder, so that'll take it down to, let's say, 4.
Jeez. Halved and then halved again.
So quartered.
Not drawn, though.
Not drawn. Oh, but I am going to use my inspiration on Felix.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't have a quote. I'm sorry.
Wow, I'm not even worth that to you.
I'm so much better at this than usual, or I'm so much better at this than what I am now. But
insert inspirational quote
Felix,
here.
come up with a plan already.
He says as if I didn't already have one in motion. But,
Well, now you have a boost to your plan.
gee, thanks.
I am near the hands, correct?
They retracted.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Your range is you have about 6 feet between you and number 2. Number 3 is diagonal, would be about 15 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am then. I'm good.
Okay, that would be the end of Quinn's turn, and we are on to Felix.
Okay. It's probably hard to kind of gauge whether any of these hands look any worse for wear, because they're just kind of like these. You see, like these inky, sort of black, like almost like tendril-like type things that are just like kind of just awful looking and sprouting out from like the wall or Garthax or both, right? It's probably hard to see if any of them are like.
Yeah, it's dark and indistinct back there, especially because your vision is obscured by the insects.
Okay. I was gonna say, so I'm casting lots of light, just so you know, with the motes of light around my head. But
Yeah.
okay.
But it looks like they might all be linked. Like they're all kind of melded into the same black gooey background that the hands are part of.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, honestly, just gonna be firing another. So okay, bonus action is gonna be. So I'm gonna do this. Sorry, just gonna try to organize this properly. I'm gonna hold on to firing a mote just yet. I'm gonna use my last spell slot to place the con hex on, I don't know, hand number 2, since it's
Okay.
it's in both effects.
All right, so hand number 2 has the conhex.
Okay, that's my bonus action. Regular action, cantrip, 3 Eldritch Blasts, all at hand number 2.
All right, 3 Eldritch Blasts, hand number 2.
So these 3 crackling bolts of energy fly out, and we have 14, which is not going to do it, I don't think. But then we have a 27 and a 22.
27 and 22 will both do it against the hand.
Okay. Each of those pushes the hand back 10 feet, so that's a total of 20.
Hand number 2 is pushed back 20 feet.
And its movement speed is halved. And it takes 24 force damage. Plus...
And 4.
Plus 11 necrotic damage from the hex.
Okay, it has damage immunity necrotic, but it takes
Fuck.
the full force damage.
Okay.
Ooh. Is that something that we would know?
I mean, it didn't take... like that little extra
Okay.
damage it would have taken, we see that it just completely shrugs it off, right?
Good.
Yeah.
So don't cast a necrotic spell.
That was 24 force, you said, correct?
Yes. But yeah, push back 20 feet, movement speed reduced by 10.
And all right, that movement speed is reduced to 10, and his position has him. Oh, okay, good.
You know it's not good when Dave says good.
Whatever, it's starting its turn in the Sickening Radiance still, and if it tries to move forward, it's probably going to have to move through the fucking insects, and then it's difficult terrain. So we'll see.
Right.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, that is the end of Felix's turn. That takes us to Boris.
Question. Do the mosquitoes cause enough cover that I am hidden
Oh,
You're hidden behind Hoblet.
Oh, I am hidden behind Hoblet. But Hoblet moved, so am I still hidden behind Hoblet? Because he ran in and then came back.
I would have come right back to the same spot.
Did you hide as your cunning action?
Yes.
Then you have done nothing to take you out of that hidden, so no, you are still hidden.
Excellent. All right, so I'm going to sneak attack hand number 3 with my trusty dagger.
By throwing it?
Yes, because hand 3 is still within 20 feet of me then, right? Hand 2 is the one that got blasted away, so...
Yes, hand 3, yes, you can definitely do that.
Excellent. Oh, 16?
16, let's see. Is that with a magical or non-magical dagger?
It's magical. This is the one that reappears back in her hand after she
Yeah, it's
throws
magical.
Wonderful. Okay, just wanted to double check.
And that
Right,
doesn't
sounds
count
good.
as an ability check where I automatically up my roll to 10, right? Because that's an
it.
attack.
It's an attack
yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
Just absolutely confirming that 15 is the real number.
Okay, and what was the final roll on that again? I'm sorry.
The final roll on that... Oh, wait. Was not 15. Lucky Boris is going to re-roll that sneak attack. Because you haven't told me if it failed or
Well,
succeeded.
I mean, we're just making the attack roll. Sneak attack is just bonus damage we tack on.
Right. She's just saying that it's
Yeah, but
going
I
to
can use
confer.
Lucky to re-roll this, right?
Yeah,
It's just the
I would
attack roll.
agree. Yeah, it does. But I would definitely say this attack confers that sneak attack damage. Yeah.
So I'm gonna re-roll using my lucky. That's oh god, slightly better. 19.
19 unfortunately won't do it against the hand.
Fuck.
We know that a 22 will.
Right. And a 20, I think we maybe thought. No, I think we haven't seen an exact 20 yet.
There has not been an unnatural 20 or a 21 to my knowledge.
So 19 doesn't, 22 does. So somewhere in this range lies our AC.
And I mean, Boris is just gonna shrink back down behind Hoblet again.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. And that's in that shrinking down. That's you using your cunning action to hide.
That sure is.
Okay. So I'm
Being
double
very
checking.
cunning.
All right, that is the end of Boris's turn, and we are on to the enemy once again.
All of them make con saves, and hand number 2 does so at disadvantage.
All right, so at disadvantage, the con save, that will be a 12.
Beautiful. 17 radiant damage, and obviously immune to being exhausted, so nothing else, but just 17 radiant from that.
And Dave, just a quick heads up for you before you plan out what your hands are going to do. The insects are effective at the end of the turn.
Okay.
Yeah, if they end their turn inside the
basically come out of the insects and fight me like a man, or stay in the insects, I'm going to sting the shit out of you. Garthax. That's what a dweeb name. Your mom should be disappointed.
The person who named him?
Right. Garthax.
Okay, just doing my math, making sure that I'm where I need to be.
I don't know that I like that necessarily.
All right, so number 1 is definitely at the far left of that radius of insect swarm. It is going to advance, let's say, just directly forward, not towards you, but along the wall of the room, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. And that is going to take it outside of the sickening radiance.
Does it have at least 40 feet of movement then for it to do that? Because its movement speed is halved in that difficult terrain.
Let's see, movement on this.
Gotta make sure every condition is applied that we possibly can. That's right.
Yep, you will feel my damage.
There, 30 or fly 30. Okay, it can only go 15. Interesting. Okay. But 5, 10, 15 does take it. Ooh, nice. It definitely takes it out of the insect swarm, and it takes it just to the edge of the sickening radiance. Far to the left. It is 5 feet in front, but 5, 10, 15 feet to the left of Quinn. And that would be 20 feet to the left of Hoblet then. And just kind of adjusting the curve of the sickening radiance there. Like it would be, the hand of it would be just outside. Most of the rest of it is still inside the sickening radiance. Although we've kind of seen how the sickening radiance impacts this creature as a whole anyway.
It's still technically in it, even though part of it is outside of it.
Yeah. So I guess that's semantics anyway. It is going to advance out in that first one. Yes, we are going to roar, and do we have 5, 10, 15, 20? Ooh, nice. Roar can affect everybody now. From that one. Yeah, that one's going to be the one doing the roaring. So everyone is taking the D6 plus 2 thunder damage. And that is going to be 7 thunder damage to everyone.
Okay.
And then everyone is now making that DC 15 wisdom saving throw save for those who are within Jarrell's aura.
So me.
Felix. Yeah.
Great. I'm staying near Jarrell. He's like a beacon of light in these trying times.
So what we got there?
I rolled another 1.
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Felix is pants-shittingly terrified.
Yes, he is. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, which it very much is, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Hold on, let me just make a quick concentration check.
That is a good idea.
Way more than a 10, so we're good. Because it's either DC is either 10 or half the damage, whichever number is higher. Obviously, 7 damage is lower. So
yeah.
Or well, actually half of 7, so 4. Even if it was 3, right? Yeah, way lower. So beat that. But I am very frightened.
All right. Now, if okay, once the effect ends, you're immune from that roar for the next 24 hours.
But not right now, because I'm terrified! Ah!
All right, so let's see. Number 2, he's pretty close. Is going to dash in towards... let's see, is going to, dash forward about 10 feet and then off to the right just a little bit. It is now also outside of the sickening radiance and is going to make a bite attack against Quinn.
I will use my protecting fighting style again to put that at disadvantage.
And let's see, lowest is 11 plus 12 is going to be a 23.
Sorry, Quinn.
Ow! Ouch! Ouch!
And that does, let's see, 3d8 plus 1 bludgeoning.
Oof.
Well, hold on.
Bludgeoning
Hold
on
on.
a bite, huh? Ooh.
Hold on.
Ooh,
Hold
we're
on.
holding.
Wait.
Hold.
Mirror image.
Oh, yeah.
Took me a second to remember, but I've got mirror image. Roll a d20 to determine whether the attack... Okay, so I roll a d20. I rolled a 1. You must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack to target to a duplicate. Dang it!
Oh.
All right, this one hits the real
I
Quinn.
mean, obviously 1 wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, the attack hits the real Quinn.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I was trying to figure out what my numbers meant on my card, and now I remember. Okay, so we're good. We're not good, but
Okay,
continue on.
That bite is 3d8 plus 1 bludgeoning, which is going to be 9 bludgeoning.
Oh, that didn't go so well for you.
That could have gone worse. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But also 3d8 plus 1 piercing damage.
Oh.
Good lord.
That's mean.
It's a boss fight.
which is going to be 13 piercing damage.
Hold on. Okay, it was 9 and 13, right?
Yep.
Yes.
We might have some folks going down in this fight.
I'm going to use parry. So as a reaction, if I get hit with a melee attack, which a bite is now a melee attack, you can use 1 soup dice and your reaction to reduce the damage by the number that I roll. So, plus my dex modifier, excuse me. So I'm going to take 6 less damage, so that's much better. So I'm taking 6 less piercing, let's say. So 7 plus 6 is 16.
It's all the same damage in the end, right? So just,
Yeah.
Let's see. We've done the bite. We still have the 2 sonic blasts that we're going to do. Are we going to do that? You know what? One's going to be a bite and one's going to be a sonic blast. Our sonic blast is going to go... You know what? We're going to save that one for Hoblet. We got a bite coming at Jarrell, though. So that's going to be just at regular vantage and not ed or disadvantage.
Just vantage. That's how those words work, right?
Yes, that's going to be 3, which does have enough movement to close that gap, even with the difficult terrain. It is going to close to within melee range of Jarrell and roll. That's going to be a 6 plus 12, an 18 against armor class.
Nope.
Oh, won't do the job. Okay, and it will, let's see, it has a couple feet left, so it's going to withdraw 5 feet back. It's still in the...
Do I get to hit it?
Yeah, you can have the sure. Why
Wait,
not?
no, you use the reaction for protection fighting style, my dude.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a reaction. Yep, okay.
Yeah, that is.
Good call, friend.
Yeah.
If only we could, though. We're trying to, we're doing a better job of policing ourselves to make sure
Yeah.
we're not breaking what we're actually allowed to do.
Right.
And also not forgetting all of the cool effects that we have in place. I'm so proud of us. It's only taken us like 5 years, but we got this.
Oh, I think this feels like a good, relatively evenly matched sort of boss fight. You know, you may have stabilized, you may not have, but it's...
Well done, Dave. You cracked the code.
It's not a stomp. Either way, I'll take it. Hoblet, you will be taking a sonic blast right to the face. This hand, number 4, doesn't have to move and can do it at range of 30 feet, which you are inside. You make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Well, Dave, I didn't pass that Constitution saving throw, my friend. I'm gonna guess that a 5 doesn't pass.
No, that probably does not.
Doesn't pass. And I'm not a fan of getting blasted in the face,
Yes.
sonically or otherwise.
At 6d6.
66!
Plus
Jeez!
2, which mercifully comes out to a 21.
I need to heal.
And that's thunder damage. And you are also deafened for 1 round.
We're both deaf.
I couldn't hear very well anyway.
Round is up for you, Jarrell. That was last round, so you are no longer deafened.
Oh, it was only 1 round? Oh,
Yes,
okay. I
only
thought it
1 round.
lasted for a little bit.
1 round on a failed save. Not that a ton of ability checks require hearing, so it's probably mostly flavor, but who knows. And everyone else is taking that d6 plus 2 thunder damage.
Including
Which
me?
is 6. No, not including you. You are outside of the 20 feet range of that. So that would be Boris, Quinn, and Jarrell.
And Hoblet.
Well, no. Hoblet would not take the splash component.
Oh, this is, okay, I see.
It's all other. All right, so those are the moves. Those hands are going to more or less stay where they are, since none of them are...
What was the damage?
Particularly within range. That
don't
was
know what the
6
damage
thunder
is.
damage for that additional damage, sorry. So Garthax needs to make a save against that insect swarm, correct?
Anything that's in the spell's
Anything
area
that's yeah.
Yes.
at the end of the turn.
There is some Garthax still in the spell's area.
All the hands are out.
The hands are, but since the hands are attached via arms to the rest of Garthax, that is still inside the area.
So
thus,
con
eligible for bite.
saves.
At disadvantage.
All right.
Well, number 2, right? Is it?
It's all the same thing. Have you? Nobody's been paying attention to how Dave's been playing this.
I mean,
thing.
yes and
All
no.
the
Yes and
same
no. We
thing.
still don't really actually know.
He's been telling us the entire time. We're just not listening with.
Well, some of us are deafened, Jarrell, and
Right.
frightened.
For a round, I can't hear anything.
And I'm frightened for as long as that lasts. So
A 12 plus 6 is a 18. Does that do the...
yeah, it does.
I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah, so he takes half the damage.
Is.
Which is 8.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Did not roll so well that time.
Alright. It takes 8 damage, and that is the end of Garthax's turn. We are now on to Jarrell.
Jarrell will touch himself.
As he does.
A golden light comes off of him, and he regains.
Whoa!
He regains 70 hit points,
Gotta love that
Yeah.
lay on hands.
and Jarrell just looks at Hoblet. He knows he's deaf, so he just points at his eyes and then points again at the bomb that's sitting directly in front of Garthax and gives Hoblet the thumbs up.
I mean, I'm in for smashing, but even this seems a little self-destructive.
Wait, should I force a server deafen on Hoblet for the rest of this encounter until his next turn? No, I'm
that's
just
mean.
kidding. I'm just kidding. That'd be an interesting way to play out the condition. It's like deafen him in
Right.
Discord so he can't hear any of the conversations happening.
No. That would be awesome. You can do that?
Mhm.
Anything else with your turn, Jarrell?
Nope.
All right, fantastic. We will move along to Hoblet.
All right.
Yeah, I totally messed up and missed something on my turn.
I love that. I love to hear that.
Mhm.
Yeah, me too. So they're out. They're out of the sickening radiance. I can hit shit now, is what you're telling me? I can go hit shit if I understand where everyone's
You
positioned
can go hit
correctly.
it, yes.
Yeah, we gonna go hit shit. I believe you said number 4 is the one that's up in my business or close to me. He's the one that keeps shouting at me, I think. Anyways, I'm busting Trixie off my back. Oh, here we go, old girl. Let's give 'em hell. And I'm swinging away. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Roll
Another
on a
one, Dave.
different,
Oh, no.
roll on a different
Wow.
surface or something. Use a different die. I don't know, man. Like, jeez.
That's my hammer die. That's the die I use when I want to bring the hammer.
Then roll it on
Jesus
something
Christ.
else so it rolls more. I don't know.
No, no. All I have is a sheet of paper on my hard wooden top. It's getting a proper roll. Trust me when I say. And what am I, just dropping it on the one?
It's what it
How is that
sounds
even
like.
possible?
I had a good plan for something and I got out of my element and I screwed it up too.
Yeah, but now now Hoblet went ahead and just dropped an opportunity
Oh,
in
here
your
you go,
lap.
Dave.
So here you go, bud.
Let me just give it right back to you, buddy.
Yeah. So I don't want to play that same trick again.
I mean, it seems like the most natural consequence.
Yeah. Now, which one were you swinging at, by the way?
4.
Number 4. Okay. Which Number 4 never actually left the radius, by the way.
It was whatever one was up in his face, he said.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
of them was shouting at me.
Yeah, the one that was shouting at you shouted from range, but there's one. If you're looking for one outside of the range, you have
Yes.
number 2 that's over by Quinn.
Yeah, that's who I went and hit then.
Okay.
I tried.
Yeah.
To. Anyways.
Yeah. See, what had happened was I missed something on my turn and I got tilted. Happens, dear audience. Whatevs. All right, so and that attack was a 1. So what we are going to have that do is you're going to make the swing, but your shoulder is going to clip into Quinn. You are going to fall prone.
Still holding Trixie.
Still holding Trixie outside of the radiance, just sort of tripping over each other here.
It's because I was deafened. I couldn't hear anything. I didn't know where I was swinging. I'm just fucking.
Yeah, it's not there right now.
Sorry, Quinn. Hope I didn't scuff your pumas too bad.
We'll talk later.
All right, that's the attack. You do have movement you could spend from here. Plus any other bonus actions you're doing, and do you have to do anything to maintain this plague of insects?
Well, if I get it's a concentration. So if I get knocked down, do I
So if
lose
you-
concentration?
Only if you take damage. You
Okay.
Yeah.
save.
Even damage to his pride.
Mm.
Yeah, no, pride damage doesn't technically count as damage, so he can keep his concentration. There's no rule as written that says you can.
No, I think I'm done.
Okay, that takes us to the bottom of initiative. I want to break this one off here before we head into the next episode. So, dear audience, if you like us, we can be found on the internet. We're on such places as Twitter at Hapless Heroes. We're on Instagram at Hapless Heroes. We are on Facebook, Hapless Heroes Podcast, if you want to look us up there. And each one of those places will take you to the crown jewel of our internet presence, our Discord server, where you can meet, greet, hang out, and talk with us on a regular basis. We're there all the time. We'd love to have you guys and guys, gals, whoever, in our growing internet community of like-minded nerds. Please join us. Our community is pretty great. Now, if you really like us, though, you can leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. We trust that if you have found this podcast and made it this deep, especially into a multi-parter, which, you should really be about 5 episodes back from here, you do have a podcast service of choice. If it does allow you to leave a review, regardless of the number of stars, leave it so we can read it on air and recognize you as the 5-star human that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, you can donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/haplessheroes. I always get it wrong. Is it Hapless Heroes or Hapless Heroes Podcast?
You had it right this time.
I have it right this time. Okay, well, there we go, audience.
You did it right and you doubted yourself.
I doubted myself, but I did it right anyway. And in the process, I reinforced that it is patreon.com/haplessheroes. Once again, patreon.com/haplessheroes, where you could pledge to our podcast for varying amounts of support at different reward tiers. We have different things. We have Hoblet's Journal from the early part of season 1. All of its interestingness. Yes. We have access to our bloopers and our outtakes and our patrons only channel that also contains those bloopers and outtakes if you're not getting it directly from Discord. Patrons only is sort of a great place to hang it out with us even harder, I guess.
Yep, and depending on when you're listening to this, we'll also have things like some bonus content that Hedrick recorded. He's got some songs that we put up there. I got some Hedrick's head, his mental pot of casting stuff that is being edited and uploaded. So yeah, there's just plenty of stuff on there to check out.
It's been a while since we've done a patrons event. We should probably do one of those this summer.
Yeah, we should get one of those going this summer for sure.
Box, start Jack and Box. Came out right.
And if you like us right now, you love us, Sally Field, and the whole deal, you're gonna get yourself a series of different pages of construction paper, high quality, no less. And you're gonna do the thing where you fold the paper and you cut them into the shapes of people, except you're gonna cut them into shapes of all the characters of this podcast. and you're gonna hang them all over your town, all over your home, all over your other folks' homes, with or without their consent. And you're going to, use this method to essentially promote our podcast until your town, all your neighboring cities, in fact, the whole world is covered in the construction paper outlines of the characters of the Hapless Heroes podcast.
Fantastic. Doable. Totally doable.
Only mildly illegal.
That's the best kind of illegal.
Oh, that's like public nuisance. You're gonna ticket. You're not even destroying property. You're like moderately annoying property.
You're improving it.
Well, sure, to us you are. But yeah, to Gen Pop, you might not be.
Speaking of public nuisances, I'm going to outro our cast while we still have time.
Greatest transition of the show, baby.
Into further terror. To my right, we have the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom, played by Francesco.
We had a plan.
To his right, we have Lord Jarrell the Light, played by John.
Until next time.
To his right, we have Boris the Butcher, played by Nicole.
I don't feel so good.
To her right, we have Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind, played by Mike.
Usually my thunder just does more damage.
Stolen. To his right, we have Hoblet the Smasher, played by James.
Last time I had this many hands coming at me was the whorehouse.
This is Dave. I have been your host and Dungeon Master for this evening. We'll see you next week as we hopefully wrap up this extended combat. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.